We don't have music, but we're back. It's your boy DC, and I'm back with Funky. Funky Ben, what's good, baby?
Getting warm in Wisconsin. I got no sleeves on. I'm so excited. You guys get sun year round. We don't. I'm excited for summer.
Dude, wait, stop. So the other day, there was a whole thing going on Twitter of how you and your wife, what was that? And then you like somehow insulted your wife.
I complimented my wife, Daniel.
So everybody's talking about how Ben Askren has outpunted the coverage, and then you go and insult your wife. What was that? What was going on there? Kind of glanced at it.
She understood perfectly what I said. Here's what I said. I said, listen.
So wait, stop. Walk us through it first. So what happened? Like, what happened initially? You outkicked the coverage, right? Like, your wife's too good looking for you, and then people are complimenting you, and then you say something.
Okay. No. So there was a few people like posting about how they were winning at life because their wife was so good looking. And I thought, now being married for 13 years or 14 years, it's been a long time. Period. That's not the most important thing. Now, that is a relevant topic, but it's not the most important thing. Like, one of the most important things for me is she is such a good mom to my kids. So I feel like I should acknowledge this. And so because the post is about how being good looking is not important, I don't even mention it, which then everyone takes as I don't think my wife is good looking, but I don't think they can read properly.
Dog. Just take the compliment like that. Hey, dog, what you go and you insult your wife, but that's such a Ben Askren thing to do,
I did not insult her.
I'm so glad that Amy,
too. She got it perfectly.
So Amy got it, just everybody else is stupid.
No, like 80% of the people.
My man. Ben, I wanted to get that out the way first because I was like, wait a minute. I haven't spoken to this dude since I saw his name was going crazy on the internet. But
bro, that got 40 million views.
It's so crazy, like how people grab on to certain things. Ben just insults his wife for no reason. Dude, you're so wrong, Ben.
Stop.
You're so
I
wrong.
did not. I complimented her, and she knew
on what's
exactly
important.
What I meant.
On what's important. You complimented her on what's important.
She was more mad because when she came home that day, there was this big pile of wood that I wanted to burn it. I lit that on fire, and I had the biggest fire going. It was so huge, and she was like, "What are you doing here? Burn everything down." I said, "Woman, leave me alone. This is some outside stuff. This is man stuff. That's what I'm doing."
That's what's important in life is don't burn down the house, Ben. Anyways, Ben, last weekend, one of our Olympic teammates made his return to the octagon. Henry Cejudo fought for the championship after 3.5 years. I thought that he fought valiantly, but what I did believe was that he lost, right? Verdict scored the fight for Cejudo, which was very surprising. But then when they did 100 people in the meet and everything scored the fight, 95% of those people scored the fight for Aljamain Sterling. Yeah. Where did it go wrong for Henry Cejudo when you look back on the fight?
Yeah. It was funny because also in the post fight they were booing Aljo. I think the crowd was in favor of Henry, and the crowd had thought he had won also. Verdict scores the fight for him, but yes, the majority of the journalists scored at 48-47. Either way, it's razor close there. Honestly, I think it kind of played out like I thought it would play out. I thought if it was just a wrestling match, Henry's going to beat him, not a problem. But a fight is not a wrestling match. And Aljo is like really good in those like grindy, gritty, unique situations. Yep. And that was what he was able to take advantage of and kind of, that was probably his biggest advantage in the fight, I would say.
I thought that Aljo started really fast. Every round he started real fast. So he was almost like banking rounds, and he was making Henry struggle with that. But I felt like when Henry was on the gas and going forward, he was the guy that was dictating, but I don't believe that after 3.5 years off, you just come back and you beat a guy like Aljamain Sterling. One, they're booing because of the decision, but bro, the boy Aljo just can't catch a break. It's like no matter what he does, people don't like him. Why don't people like Aljamain Sterling, dog? He's home. He was
you
at
need to
home.
Answer this question. Some people didn't like you for a period in time. Now I think everyone loves you, but for a while, people were cheering for John Jones. I said, listen, how do you guys not love Daniel Cormier? This is the most puzzling thing to me. Daniel, you're very lovable, and people gave you the same treatment. So the crowd's always funny. You don't know what they're going to say.
Bro, it's weird with Aljo, though, man. He's home. Like he's actually at home. He's from New York. He's fighting in New Jersey. And in the middle of the fight, they're going Henry. Like, dude can't catch it. And that had to sting because it's like, come on, bro. You're the bantamweight champion of the world. It's the first time he's ever main evented a card. He's fighting at home and he's getting booed by his home crowd. And as you would expect, the story going out of the thing was Henry Cejudo again. But for me, it's not about what's next for Henry. I thought he was going to walk away because I swear to God, I thought he was going to retire. I'm surprised that he's not. Did you not think he was going to retire? And if you didn't, do you believe he should retire, Ben?
I didn't think he was, just for the sole reason of I don't think he's found another passion in life right now. And like for me, I retired and coach wrestling and I love it. For you, you retired, you do like 47 things that you seem to really enjoy, you know? And so someone like you or someone like me or someone like Henry, we need to find things to occupy our time that we're passionate about. And I don't know that Henry's found a passion yet. You know, he's done some things, but it doesn't seem like he loves any of it. And it seems like he loves to compete. And so like when I'm watching him, you know, in those training camp videos, he seems like genuinely happy that this is what he's doing. And so I think that's very telling. So it's like, well, you did all this work to come back from retirement shape, right? You were 3 years out of the game. You did all this work to come back for one thing. And honestly, you're really, really close to being the best in the world. Some could argue you were the best in the world on Saturday night. So I think Merab is actually the obvious next fight for him because he's the obvious next best guy in the division. And if Henry can beat him, then he fights for a title again.
You know, it's crazy because I was of the belief that he was going to walk away. And I honestly felt like he should because I know Henry Cejudo. And I know being the best in the world is essentially all that's ever going to matter to him because it's all he's ever been, right? So it's like from high school wrestling to international wrestling, he was always very close to being the best in the world or the best in the world. So in high school, he was all world. He was the best. He won everything. Then he went straight to the Olympic level. And obviously in the first year in 07, which were you I don't even know if you weren't on the 07 team, right?
On the team. But I remember everything though.
But 07, he loses first round, doesn't make it. 08, he wins the Olympics when we're both there. So he's been always right around the top, but he's always aspired to be the best. Losing to Aljo told us last weekend that he's not quite the best right now because of Aljamain Sterling, although he's still very, very close to the top. I thought he would walk away because I think being the man is always going to be what motivates Henry. You mentioned Merab Dvalishvili. Before we get in on Merab, though, we got to pay the bills. I got to pay some quick bills real quick. Guys, today's video is brought to you by the Game Time app. The Game Time app is the leader in last-minute ticket purchases. No matter what you're trying to get into, and it's not like a big bouncer standing at the gate stopping you, use the Game Time app. You're trying to go to the NBA playoffs? Game Time app. UFC, comedy shows, anything, concerts, whatever you want to do, use the Game Time app for those last minute purchases. Go and use the code DCTV and we'll give you $20 off of your first purchase. No matter where you are, no matter what you're trying to do, use the Game Time app to save money to get into those must-see events. Download the Game Time app right now. Use the promo code DCTV. We will give you $20 off of your first purchase. It's already going to be a cheaper ticket because last minute, hey, I'm a last minute guy. I mean, we got P&L coming up. I still ain't purchased the flights for our team to go. I'm a last minute guy. So I wish the Game Time app sold flights, but they don't. They sell tickets to events and it is the best. DCTV, $20 off. Ben, Merab Dvalishvili is hilarious. The dude gets a hold of Sean O'Malley's jacket.
That was awesome.
He's on the cage. It's like a Michael Jackson jacket. He's an absolute killer in the octagon. Yeah. But he seems to be in this bit of a purgatory because he won't fight Aljamain Sterling. So now he's mentioned alongside Henry Cejudo. You said it seems obvious, but is this a fight that Henry can win?
Yeah, I mean, so honestly, what I thought with Henry and Aljo, Henry's best path to victory would be marching him down, closing the distance, using his hands, stuffing takedowns, right? I thought that was the best path to victory for Henry.
Yeah.
And I feel like Merab is kind of the same thing, takedown heavy. So, if Henry can walk him down, stuff takedowns, strike with him, I think he can definitely win that fight. Merab's won 9. He's won 9 in a row now.
Yeah, he's crazy.
It's pretty wild.
He would have gotten a title fight if not for Aljamain Sterling, though. Like,
sure, yes.
But do you think friendship matters that much, Ben? Would you not take a title fight against someone?
Me and Kyron weren't going to fight.
So same thing. So you respect it.
Yeah, we respected each other, and it just wasn't going to happen. And we were looking for other options, and then unfortunately, it didn't come to that. But with Merab, I don't believe I've ever heard them discuss other options. But so the next two are easy. It's Sean and Aljo, and it's Merab and Henry. Okay. And so if Sean were to beat Aljo and Merab wins, that's obvious, right?
Yeah.
If Sean wins and Henry wins, that's also obvious. And if Henry wins and Aljo wins, then I think you can do the rematch and sell it.
So the whole division is just between 4 people.
I think so. It's like a semis and finals. The only one that doesn't work there is Aljo and Merab both win, and they refuse to fight each other. But then I think.
Corey, what about Corey Sandhagen? What about Corey Sandhagen, who just looked amazing beating Chito Vera?
Yep, he looked good. I looked up all the other guys, and they all have a semi-recent loss or multiple losses.
Hey, what about Umar Nurmagomedov?
So that's that would be my contingency plan. Yeah, I would jump him up. He's ranked. Hold on, let me go look. He's ranked 11. So I jump him way up. I'd put him with like a 4 or 5 next. You could put all 3 of those on the same card. So that way, if Aljo and Merab both win, then it's Umar that gets the title shot.
Listen,
you're all set.
That's the biggest loser in this deal is Umar, because I know as a fact they were working on Merab versus Umar as a main event. They were working on Merab versus Umar, but now when you get Henry Cejudo as an option, you start going there. That kind of leaves Umar out in the dust.
But I don't think so, right? Because
who's he gonna fight? UFC fights. You literally just told me. You literally just told me it's a division of 4 people. You literally just said that.
Correct. But so Umar's only had 4 fights, right? So you give him now, you jump him way up. He's at number 11 round. You jump him up. I'll give you options. You can go Corey. You can go Peter Yan. You can go Marlon. You can go Rob Font. All those guys are way above him. They're 4, 5, 6, and 7. So you jump him up, right? If it happens to be he doesn't get the title shot next, then you jump him up again to a 1, 2, or 3, and then you give him the title shot.
Alex Pereira became the champion. He had fought 3 times in the UFC.
He got lucky. They don't do that usually.
I mean, you're saying Umar don't have enough fights when Alex Pereira was the champ with 3 of them.
Yeah, but you go from 11. It's simple. I mean, I'm laying out a very clear path for Umar. It might not be as fast as he likes. You go to 4 or 5, and if something plays out, right? If it's Merab and Aljo both win, then he gets the shot. If not, then he gets one more, and then he gets the shot.
But so now you're just like, so now Umar's in the conversation. Before you literally just told me there were 4 guys in the division. You had laid out a plan that put them dudes a year and a half out if you're not within the 4.
A year and a half?
Dude, you're crazy.
They're small. They fight fast. They want to fight in like September.
Yes. Okay, so Aljo fights in September, right? Then the winner of Aljo versus Sean and Merab and Henry, they would fight sometimes in around January, March.
No, that's too long of a layoff.
Let's
go like New Year's Eve card. Boom.
Okay, New Year's is January. So then you're done in January. You don't fight again until April, May. We're a year away, Ben. We're a year away.
He's 27.
Yeah, I'm just saying, dog. It's you don't want to be putting these dudes on the shelf that much. Hey, before I let you go,
I want to fight people. I don't want to shelf him. I want him to fight people.
Merab Dvalishvili in his last fight shot 48 takedown attempts.
Yeah.
Was that crazy? Because you were a guy that was wrestle heavy, right? I was one that boxed a little more. I didn't wrestle as much.
Yeah.
Is that almost impossible to do, to shoot 48 times in 25 minutes?
If you get him down and you keep him down, you ain't got to shoot again. That's the easy part.
That's the thing, right? I would try to make him count and just hold him. Once I got him down, I would keep him down.
Yes. 100%.
Merab had 48 takedown attempts. What kind of shape was that guy in?
He's a beast, right? And so that speaks to his persistence, which is, and I think Aljo said something similar about his persistence. But yeah, I mean, obviously, you would like that success rate to go up because I don't believe his success rate was that high.
No.
And then on top of that, sometimes when he gets them down, they get up. And right, ideally, you take them down once and then you just beat them up the whole round. They don't get like you did, kind of like Derek Lewis. I don't think he ever got up. Right, you
They
took
don't
him
get
down
up.
and kept
No.
him down. Anthony Johnson, I don't think he got up at all.
No, they don't get up.
Right, you just keep
They don't
taking
get
them
up.
down and then you just keep them down there.
They call us the wet blanket. They always call wet blanket. Like, get the fuck out of here, wet blanket. You hold the 200-pound man down, right? Like, shit ain't easy. Like, it's not easy to fucking hold somebody down.
Not easy, but if you're good with it, and you were, you know how to make them work way harder to get up, right? It's way more effort because you're using your weight and gravity, and you're sagging. You're pulling wrists, and then you hit them.
Yeah.
You know, it works out. Yeah.
Hey, guys, that's Ben Askren. He is the founder of what may be the most successful youth program in the entire country right now, guys. Look up the results of the Askren Wrestling Academy. It is unbelievable. Hey, that's Ben Askren. I'm DC. Another Funky and the Champ is in the books. Until next time, guys, like, subscribe, tell your friend to tell a friend that DC's got a YouTube channel, and he's bringing friends along now. Till next time, peace.